Had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Peoples Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. After the penalty, it's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
The Cleveland ball carrier.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield off the play fake. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next the score, Packers 7, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Kevin King with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
7, Browns nothing.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
the Packers.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jones is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Natson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts
2nd down.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Second down.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Oh, he'll let for Higgins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
And goal.
Escaping the pressure. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. got a spot, and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down, and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the win. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore and absolutely.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 48 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
They'll roll him out right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 44. He'll throw from the gun. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And a Panther 1st down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
On the carry.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Kickoff for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Now he steps away, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Looking downfield for Dez. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Tucker with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack on first down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
23-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Derek Brown.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Derek Brown on the stop.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. And now Bridgewater going to turn and take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 more yards.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Panther first down.
Now Bridgewater. Completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They held the offense.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got it.
Throwing again. Wilson, flush to his right. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, and incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and long.
operating from the gun. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
At the 23-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brought down at the...
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 yards.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
58 for Mike, 58.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for one. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 3.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his leg. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Wilson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Baltimore.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's...
He's got a man complete. 20, 10,
take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point is
and he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Ravens 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Flush to his right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
On the carry.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
43-yard line. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
3-yard line.
Switch it, come here, switch it.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Seahawks.
This is Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluded, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's going to keep Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop it off.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bobby Wagner. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and
on 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Seahawks.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
24-yard
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Loss of 6 yards.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Jackson throwing on target to Brown.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st. To throw again is Jackson.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the gun, it's Jackson, flushed out right. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Leads to second and goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there in second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got it, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a flash. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from